welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie, and today I'm going to give you some summer book recommendations. I've never done a book recommendations video before, so don't really know what I'm doing. Excuse any like clunkiness or anything, but summer books are some of my favorite books. The book that I'm writing right now is very summery. It takes place during the summer. I just love a book with a summery vibe. There's just something about it that's so special. And there's usually a lot more time to read during the summer, and it's nice outside, so reading outside, reading by the pool, like summer is just a really great time to read. So I thought that I would give some recommendations if you're trying to put together your summer TBR. Again, have never done this, don't really know what I'm doing, but I made a list of all the books I'm going to talk about in this video, and then I did a little synopsis of each one. So this might be a little long, but so I'm going to start with books that I own. Right now, I don't own a lot of books. I'm a big library girl, and then if I really love a book, I'll splurge and buy it, but right now my book collection isn't the biggest. So a lot of these on the list I read, but I don't own them. Like, I don't physically have them, but we're gonna start with the ones that I do have so you can kind of see them, you know what I mean? I'm gonna start with my favorite book to recommend, and that is Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. I read this book last spring, but it's definitely a really great book for the summer. It's so cutesy. Somehow Lynn Painter encapsulated like a 2000s rom-com in a book. Like, I don't think I've read a rom-com since that's better than this. Like, this is one of the best romance books I've ever read. And romance books, great for summer. And this one is super cutesy. There's no spice, very good for teens. It's just a really cute read. It had me giggling, blushing, kicking my feet. It's just really fun. Here's a little synopsis that I wrote. Liz's childhood crush, Michael, returns to her high school after moving away, and she devises a plan to get him to like her by fake dating her annoying neighbor, Wes. So it's fake dating, very cute, very funny. Again, like I said, had me giggling out loud. Like, it's such a cute book. Like, I couldn't put it down. I think I read it in like 2 days. Really good. This is one of my favorite books I've ever read. My next recommendation is The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. This is a really fun read as well. It doesn't take place during the summer. A summer book recommendation is not always literal. Sometimes it's the energy, and this has summer book energy. It's just really fun and lighthearted and cute. Clementine swears off opening up her heart after losing her aunt and inheriting her aunt's apartment. A strange man appears in the apartment one day, and she starts to fall for him, only to find that he's from 7 years in the past, and the apartment is a magical time capsule. She then embarks on a journey to find him in current time and see if they can fall in love just like they did 7 years ago. So it's a little rom-com-y, it's got some magic, it's a pretty ridiculous idea, but it's so fun, and that ridiculousness and the fun, that's what makes it a summer book. Recommend? I just said the word recommend. What the hell does that mean? Next is Meet Me at the Lake by Carly Fortune. I don't know how to pronounce anything. Now, I have not read this book, but I got this book gifted to me, and just look at it. This is clearly the perfect summer read, and I am going to read this summer, so you might see me reading this in a reading vlog, and we'll see how I feel, but this is a pretty popular book, and a lot of people like it, so I figured I could still recommend it, even though I haven't read it. I read the description on the back, and I came up with my own little shortened version. Fern has spent a lot of her life crushing on Will after a 24-hour chance encounter, best day of her life situation, but no more. Years later, Fern is running her mother's lakeside resort, and Will shows up one day, asking for her help. So again, haven't read it, so I don't even know if that's accurate. Just kidding. But it seems kind of like a second chance romance, summer. It looks really cutesy. The cover is gorge. Like, imagine me at the pool. Oh, it's everything. I forgot that I owned this. But a recommendation from a little bit lower on the list is The Deal by Elle Kennedy. I just read this, so it might be recency bias, but I really loved this book. If you don't look at the absolutely hideous cover, there are cute covers that you can get, but I did not know that when I purchased it, so I got stuck with this. It's very cutesy, and it's a very like overdone trope, which I will tell you in a second because I'm gonna read the synopsis, but it was somehow very unique. I don't know how to describe it. It was really good, and I liked it, and it was very cute. I was really rooting for the characters, and again, this isn't like a summer book necessarily, but the energy is there. Hannah is awkward and struggles in the romance department, and so she makes a deal with the campus popular boy and hockey captain Garrett, who's going to pretend to date her for popularity points if she tutors him. They fall for each other, obviously. This was very heartwarming. They had really great banter. I think I giggled out loud a few times. This is really good. So that's all the books that I own that I'm going to recommend in this video. But now we're going to move into books that I read and I'm going to recommend, and I'll just put them on the screen. First, obviously, we have The Summer I Turned Pretty trilogy by Jenny Han. Duh. I know it's not like everybody's thing, but I didn't feel like I could do a summer book recommendations without mentioning it. I'm gonna read a little synopsis, even though I'm fairly certain everybody knows what The Summer I Turned Pretty is about. I don't know. Belly goes to Cousins Beach every summer to spend her break with her mom's best friend's sons, and she has her whole life. This summer is different though, and the boys start to notice her in a different way. Which one of them will she pick, and will summer as she know it change forever? This series is very much targeted towards younger, probably tweens. Did I read it at 18 years old? Yeah, leave me alone. Like, let me have some fun. I think it's not the best book I've ever read. I would not read The Summer I Turned Pretty if you're looking for a book that's gonna like change your life, blow your mind. But it's really great for like a little beach day, a summer day. It's really cute, and it's an easy read, and if you watch the show, maybe you already care about the characters and know the characters. The show and the books are pretty much the same, so you could just watch the show if you wanted, but yeah, I felt like I could not do this video and not mention it. Next up is Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. Again, I feel like everyone's heard of this book. I really loved this book. It was very cute. I did read it last summer, and I read it by the pool, and I was trying not to giggle out loud in front of everybody. It's very cutesy. How many times have I said cutesy? Oh no, I need to widen my vocabulary. First son Alex and Prince Henry have always clashed during international affairs, but when they get in a public scandal together, they have to pretend to be friends to convince the public that the US and the UK are not beefing. But they hate each other, of course, but not for long. There's just something about a fake dating, or in this case, fake pretending to be friends, that just does it for me. I don't know, it's so entertaining. Then we have The Summer of Broken Rules, which I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be real and honest. I didn't love it. Am I allowed to recommend books I didn't love? I think so. Lots of other people love that book, and you might like that book. Like, I don't know, I don't think it matters. Thank you, self, for the opinion. So yeah, it wasn't my favorite. I did not hate it, but it wasn't my favorite, but you might really love it, so I'm still putting it in here because it's a really great summer read. Meredith visits Martha's Vineyard every summer, but this year will be her first one back after her sister's death. And this summer, her whole extended family will be there to celebrate her cousin's wedding. To make things worse, her longtime boyfriend dumped her, leaving her wedding dateless. Her family plays a game of assassin every year, and Meredith's target this time? The cute groomsman. She finds herself falling for him and wonders if it's just another doomed relationship that's only going to distract her. Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid is another one. Personally, I am obsessed with TJR. She is one of my favorite authors. Loved every book that I've ever read of hers, and this was no exception. I did like this one, and it's really perfect for summer. The whole book takes place over 24 hours when 4 famous siblings throw a giant house party and the book discloses the events of the night. Turns out the siblings have been keeping a lot of secrets from each other. This book falls into the genre of rich people drama, which I love. Not my lip gloss, which I love. It was very interesting just to see the night unfold, and it's like the whole book is 24 hours. It's a very interesting concept. You're kind of just wondering what's gonna happen next. Happy Place by Emily Henry is my next recommendation. Again, tattling on myself, didn't love this book either, but everybody loves this book, and I feel like I did something wrong. Like, why don't I get it? Harriet and Wynne have always been the perfect couple, but unbeknownst to their close friends, they have broken up. When their friend group goes on a trip to Maine 6 months after their breakup, Harriet and Wynne find themselves having to share a room to keep up their ruse. They pretend to still be together on the trip, and old feelings start to come back. Yeah, so it's very like New England summer, and it would be a good, should I say, beach read. I'm gonna recommend 2 other Emily Henry books. The first one is People We Meet on Vacation. Alex and Poppy met on vacation in a car share. And ever since then, they've gone on vacation together every year. They live far away, and their trips are the only time they see each other, and they look forward to it. Except one year, they ruin everything and haven't spoken since. Years later, when Poppy is feeling unhappy in her life, she convinces Alex to go on one last vacation with her, which is the last time she can remember being happy. This book was very, very cute, and again, it would be a perfect poolside read. Then I'm going to talk about Book Lovers, which this is my favorite Emily Henry book. Nora and Charlie are rival editors, and when they get paired together to work on a book together, they know it'll be rough with their clashing personalities. During a trip to a small town, Nora runs into Charlie, and she realizes that he might not be as bad as he seemed. I don't really know what else to say about this book. All of Emily Henry's books are very cute, and she really captures the summer vibe in all of them. So honestly, any of her books are really good for summer. I'm just talking about the ones that I have read and really stick out in my mind. Next up is Wildfire by Hannah Grace. This is the sequel to Icebreaker, which, as we all know, I hated. I don't ever really shut up about how much I hated Icebreaker, but I read Wildfire because it sounded a lot more like something I would like, and it was. Icebreaker was like a 1-star read. I think Wildfire was like a 4-star read. Like, it was a million times better. I think it would be the perfect summer read. Aurora and Russ run into each other at a party and have a whirlwind of a night together. But Aurora slips out in the morning without a word. When they arrive at the summer camp that they're both counselors at, there's tensions after their first meeting and miscommunication. But as the summer goes on, their connection starts to spark once again. So basically, they're counselors at the same summer camp. If you look me in my face and you say, Katie, I have a book recommendation for you. It's a summer camp. That's all I need to hear. I don't know what it is. I never went to a summer camp, and I think I just want to experience it or something. I love when they do little activities and little competitions together, and they're like bantering. Like, it's just really great, and the summer camp vibes are obviously perfect for this time of year. And that's it for all the books that I have read that I'm going to recommend, because I'm just saying I haven't read a lot of summer book recs that I can put in here, but I'm going to talk about some that I kind of saw that a lot of other people liked, that I'm going to recommend to you, but I have not read yet. Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez just came out, and that sounds like a really cute summer read. I have not read Beach Read by Emily Henry yet. I think I am going to this year, but obviously that's perfect for summer. And then also Funny Story, Emily Henry's newest book that just came out. I don't know if that one also takes place during the summer, but I would assume, because it's Miss Henry. She loves summer. And then Where the Crawdads Sing feels like a really fun summer read. I watched the movie, and I really enjoyed the movie, and so I'm sure the book is just as great. Anyways, that is all for today's video. That's all my recommendations that I have. Please let me know your thoughts about this video, because I would love to do more book recommendation videos. I just find it a little difficult because I have not read as many books as other people who make book rec videos, but I love talking about books and I love sharing my opinions on books, so I kind of want to, but I don't know if I'm qualified enough. But please let me know what you thought, or any sort of like help you can give me. Like, let me know if this format was good or if I should change something about it. Also, comment down below any summer book recommendations that you have, so that we can all kind of just fill up our TBRs together. You could also comment your thoughts on any of these books, and we could definitely talk about them, because again, like I said, I love to talk about books. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I post bookish content. I use that as an umbrella term because I post a lot about writing, and I post a lot about books. So anything to do with a book, from writing it to reading it, I'm talking about it. So if that's up your alley, you could subscribe. I do writing tips, reading vlogs, anything like that. Thank you again for watching, and I hope you have a really great day and a really great summer and a really great summer TBR. Bye!